All week, all I've been hearing is how are the Cowboys going to stop the Niners? Nah. The Niners need to be worried about how to stop the Cowboys. What's good, people? It's your boy, Mr. Rome, Cowboys fan talk, right back, like I never left. What's up with y'all? That game is approaching. It's approaching. It's closer than y'all think. I know y'all nervous. I ain't trying to hate. Everybody, this game means so much. If you did it, if you weren't nervous or didn't care, I wouldn't think you was a fan like me. Now, am I nervous like the Cowboys can't beat the 49ers? No. I just care. I do. I want this game. I do. I'm not here to say, well, we win or lose, it don't matter. It matter. It do. I expect my team to show up and do what I know they can do. What I've been bragging about them doing probably since before training camp. All the way back to the draft. I've always had faith in this team. If you're new here, I understand. But if you've been here, especially for the last couple of years, you know how CFT get down. You know how the cartel get down. We back our team. We behind our team 110%. But look, this week, we got a real challenge. One thing you haven't heard me say all week is the 49ers is sweet. 49ers is an easy victory. All you've heard me say is stop acting like we don't belong on the same field with y'all. That's it. The media, definitely the fans, Twitter, YouTube comments, Facebook, wherever you get your sports talk, barbershops, all week since we won that game. Oh, well, 49ers going to dust them off, so it don't matter. And all I've been saying is that's a dangerous mistake. That's a dangerous mistake. If you to look at this Cowboys team and to think that we just an easy victory, you crazy. You can lie to yourself and say, well, what happened with the Commanders? Anybody worth anything with any football knowledge knows that we ain't put our best foot forward in the Commanders game. We wasn't trying hard. We wasn't throwing out. Go look at the offensive schemes that we ran versus Tampa and go look at what we put out there versus Washington and tell me it's the same. I ain't got to argue with you. Just go look at it. Go look at the effort versus the Commanders and versus Tampa. It's two different teams, man. We didn't even put no effort together versus Tennessee. We was sleepwalking. After we locked up our playoff berth, we was like, all right. Okay. Right after the Philly game, let's get to the playoffs. And then in the playoffs, you saw us turn it up to another level. This week going to be a little different, though. The Niners is on that level. The level we turned it up to, the Niners up there. Now, all I'm saying is we belong up there. But what we going to do to show them that we better than them? See, that's the difference. It can be by an inch, win by one, as Nate Newton says. I don't care. See, this week ain't about score predictions. It ain't about beating them by 8. Beating them by 1. Smart football, disciplined football. There's a couple players I think are going to stand out in this game. But the first thing we need to do, we need to stop San Fran's run. If there's any person that knows San Fran's offensive system, it's Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn was the head coach. Kyle Shanahan was the offensive coordinator. They lost that horrible Super Bowl. The Falcons versus the Patriots. But coaching under Dan Quinn so long, trust me, Dan Quinn understands at least the general concepts of Kyle Shanahan's offense. It's evolved, it's grown, but the general concepts, especially that run scheme that's been around since his dad was running it in Denver, is still here. Dan knows where the bodies is buried. He knows how to stop this scheme. Now the players have to execute. No hero ball. Discipline. Because this zone running scheme is about being disciplined in your rushing and where you're running. Because the cutback is where San Fran lives in the cutback. They flow to a certain direction and then cut back. If you're not disciplined, when they cut back, nobody's there. And especially with Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, everybody they put in the backfield, if we're not disciplined, they're going to eat us up. So I'm looking for Sam Williams. I'm looking for Oso Digizua. I'm looking for Jonathan Hankins. I'm looking for Carlos Watkins. I'm looking for Chauncey Golston. I'm looking for Dante Fowler. I'm looking for DeMarcus Lawrence, Dorrance Armstrong. Those players got to play out of their mind with rush integrity, physicality, focus, and discipline. No stupid penalties. We had 14 penalties last year. 14 for like 89 yards or something like that, or 88 yards. We had 2 penalties last week. I need that again. Disciplined football. No frustration. No tackling offensive linemen like Randy Gregory. Those players I named need to be disciplined. Our linebacker core. Notice I didn't name Micah Parsons. He's going to float between the line and the linebacking core. Micah Parsons is what I'm going to call my Christian McCaffrey eraser. I got Micah being able to handle Christian McCaffrey in the open field if he needs to. Am I saying send him out there on pass coverage? No. I'm saying that Micah's ability to be versatile in this game is pivotal. He's going to be the one that's going to rattle Purdy. You stop that run, you make Purdy realize I have to throw this ball to beat them. And then I need you to run some disguised coverages. I need Purdy to be thinking. He hasn't had to think. He's been on cruise control. He ain't played a defense like ours. The average defense that the 49ers have played since Purdy has took over is 24th. That's how bad. All of the defenses have been in the 20s. He's dealing with the top 5 scoring defense now. Yeah. Top 10 in yardage. One of the better defenses in the league. Led the league in turnovers. They might lead the league in interceptions. We lead the league in turnovers and turnover differential. That's us. That's us. We at least top 2. I think we still lead it, though. I don't think we lost in that last game. We might have, but I don't think we did. Long story short, we are great at taking the ball away ourselves. We put pressure on teams to make mistakes. Purdy is not, he's been on this magic carpet ride of great running game and wide open receivers and throwing in his own coverage. We need to play press man, put some pressure on him, and make him make tight window man-to-man throws. Show me. Because if you look at Tom Brady and what happened to him.
Dan Quinn-led defense by the Dallas Cowboys has just stymied the greatest of all-time quarterback.
So what do you want me to do? You got to be sure he's coming. He got Liddy. I don't know.
Yeah. I heard Tom. I don't know. I don't know. What do you want me to do? That's the GOAT. Tom's seen everything. And we've had him rattled. Now, the 49ers got a great offensive lineman or two. They move well as a unit, but they are not susceptible to pressure. We can get pressure on them. We can get pressure on Dante Fowler, Micah Parsons, D-Law, Dorrance Armstrong. Oh, we can get pressure on them. We're going to make Purdy work this week. He ain't had to see a defense like ours at all. He ain't seen this defensive speed like ours. Like I said in the top of the video, they got to play our game. We're not coming to play your game. Y'all want us to play. Y'all want us to get in a wrestling match. You know who don't make people? Golden State. Let's compare this to basketball. Golden State don't come into the game and say, you know what? We ain't going to shoot threes tonight. We're going to beat them with just layups. We're going to beat them in the post. No. Golden State comes in and plays their game. Like Micah said, we're going to play our best game. Y'all going to play y'all game. Y'all going to use y'all strengths. We're going to use our strengths. We're going to battle it out and see who's better. I felt that. The Cowboys are going to play up-tempo. We're going to play with aggressiveness, but we're going to play discipline. Disciplined aggressiveness is what I'm saying. Smart aggression. Don't be afraid to take a shot, but be smart about it. Don't just throw the ball anywhere. That's where Dak comes in. Dak is going to play another phenomenal game. You're going to look back on this playoff run after these playoffs and be like, yo, I did not know Dak Prescott had it in him. I do. A lot of people do. But there's a lot of y'all that don't. And it's fine. He's about to make y'all a believer. Don't worry. Don't you worry. Offensively, man, Zeke Elliott is going to play his best game of the year. And it's not going to be because of rush yards. Pass pro is amazing. It's what we need. Ezekiel Elliott's pass pro in this game and keeping Nick Bosa and the other pass rushers honest is going to be pivotal. Keeping Dak clean is pivotal. Tony Pollard's going to play a phenomenal game. They're susceptible on the edges. Shout out to my boy Jay Tuck and my boy Professor O telling us that how susceptible San Fran is on the edge runs. So we need to do what we did in that last week. We didn't go in there trying to beat our head against the drum going straight up the middle. You know what I'm saying? We need to run at people, but run at people with running scheme. And then that smart rushing opened up the passing game. We need to, look, Fred Warner can cover. He can. Greenlaw can cover. They have, that front seven is great. That back end is susceptible. And our tight ends, if we run at 12 personnel, Ferguson and Hendershot can't be covered. They can't. Fred Warner can't cover two people. He can't. Right? You need to move CD around. Like last year, you only gave CD 2 targets last year. That's dead. CD Lamb's going to be a part of this game. I feel like T.Y. Hilton is going to have some pivotal catches, maybe like 2 or 3 pivotal, crucial catches, veteran catches, knowing how to exploit a zone catches. I do. Michael Gallup's going to probably have a toe tap catch or two. Still dangerous in that red zone. We're the number 1 red zone team in the league. That's a fact. That's a fact as well. See, when everybody spent all week talking about what we're going to do with the Niners, you don't go into a fight. The first thing your question is what I'm going to do with him. The fight is lost already. You're not going to do nothing with him or her. You about to get beat up. But see, hearing Dak and hearing Micah and hearing the players talk this week is not we going to match physicality or we're physical too. Basically, indirectly saying we can do what they do. It's been different this week. It's been a whole lot of, we look forward to this matchup. We've been waiting a year for this. That's been sitting on their chests. And I know for a fact the Niners is going to overlook us, and I'm glad they will. The fans about to come in the comments on this video and say, we going to smack y'all. Good. Feel like that. So there will be no excuses after the game. All you're going to be able to do is just say, good game. I ain't know y'all had it in y'all. I'm telling you, I have nothing but confidence in this team. We're going to get it done. We are going to get it done. I'm not here to give you no sport prediction. We're going to win by 1. Because that's all you got to do. The Cowboys are a way better team than everyone's giving them credit. And after we handle our business on Sunday, you already know what time it is. It's your boy, Mr. Rome. Oh! Nope. Y'all already know what I'm doing tomorrow. I know the Eagles playing tomorrow. I know it. And I know there's a game before that. But sometime in between the end of that game and the beginning of the Eagles game, it's Saturday Night Live with CFT. It's going down. It is going down. It's going to be a party tomorrow night. Somewhere between 7 and 8:30. I'm going live, and we're going to talk about this game. I'll holler.